Today on DC News Now.
An off-duty Prince George's County police officer carjacked in a busy part of the county where the investigation stands.
A dry start to the day, but could a few showers roll their way in before New Year's? And New Year's Eve means firework displays across the DMV. What laws you need to know before lighting up the skies. Finishing strong.
Definitely want to finish strong so we can have a huge momentum swing for next season.
The Terps are going bowling in the Music City Bowl tomorrow. How they plan to beat Auburn.
Solutions for financial New Year's resolutions. We're stretching your dollar.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for the news at noon. I'm Mark Hall. Police in Prince George's County are investigating after one of their own was carjacked while he was off duty. That officer armed when it happened, and he opened fire on the suspects as they drove off in his car. DC News Now's Lex Juarez is in Oxon Hill where it happened and explains the officer's family was with him.
The good news here is that officer was able to get his family away from those suspects and to safety before he shot his gun at them. There have been no injuries reported in this incident. Now, it happened in the parking lot here behind me, and this is just across the street from the Tanger Outlets, right next to the National Harbor. It's a busy spot in Oxon Hill. No doubt that officer and his family were taken by surprise, as well as the time of day when it happened. Police were at the scene late last night working their investigation. It all happened around 5 in the afternoon. The off-duty officer and his family were getting into the car when two suspects came up to them and forced them out. The officer made sure his family was out safely and then took out his gun and shot at the suspects. This didn't stop them from driving away with the car. As police continue to investigate, they're using this as a reminder to folks to be aware of their surroundings as carjackings are becoming more and more common.
Continue to remain diligent. Be aware of your surroundings. As you can see, if this can happen to an off-duty officer, it can certainly happen to a family, and so we want to make sure that everybody remain diligent, take care of one another, and keep your eyes open.
And we do know that carjackings are up in Prince George's County, as they are in many other places in the DMV. And Prince George's County Police are reporting the carjackings are up 20% as compared to last year. Now, as far as this investigation goes, the investigation is ongoing, and police do not have any new updates for us. We are still waiting to hear back about the suspects involved in that car that they got away with. In Oxon Hill, I'm Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
Lex, thank you. New at noon, police are looking for a suspect they believe is responsible for murdering a woman in Woodbridge. Police located 51-year-old Patricia Beglin in a wooded area with a gunshot wound. It happened in the 1200 block of Easy Street in Woodbridge on Thursday morning. Beglin was pronounced dead at the scene. Police believe that the 37-year-old Karen Nicole Pollard knew Beglin and shot her after an argument over fentanyl pills. Police are currently looking for Pollard. They are offering a reward of up to $5,000 for information in this case. Also new at noon, Columbia Pike is now reopened after a single car crash caused down wires on a roadway and business nearby. It happened on Bailey's Crossroads in Fairfax, Virginia earlier this morning. Police are warning drivers to remain cautious as repairs continue. Weather forecaster Brittany Ward joins us now with the latest check in the forecast. And Brittany, the weekend is here. It's already started for a lot of people. What do we have to look forward to?
Yeah, you know, we're heading into the final Friday of 2023, and overall not looking like a bad forecast at all. We'll be seeing a mixture of sun and clouds throughout your entire day today, and satellite and radar showing you we are currently dry at the moment. Now we have two systems, one towards the southwest and then another one further off to the north. We're going to be keeping an eye on that as we head into your Friday evening. This could be sparking up a few spotty showers, especially as you head further off to central Virginia and portions of northern Virginia as we head into your evening. And then heading into your Saturday, we are tracking some snow, especially along the Allegheny front. So I'll talk about that more in our full forecast. Right now, temperatures across much of the DMV are on the mild side. 52 is what we're sitting at in the nation's capital. 55 as you head over there to Lexington. Park. But notice as you head further off to the north and west along I-81, we're starting to see those temperatures dip down mainly into the upper 40s. So a little bit chillier as you head further off to the west. Overall, planning your afternoon here in the nation's capital, it's going to be quiet minus the clouds. We're going to be holding on to mostly cloudy skies through much of the afternoon. Temperatures by that 3 o'clock hour will slowly begin to rise into the lower 50s here in the nation's capital, and overall highs today here in D.C. will remain in the 50s. We don't start to see a stray shower roll its way in until the evening hours, and again, not everyone is going to be seeing them. The best chance for us to see a few showers will really be in northern Virginia, central Virginia, and portions of southern Maryland as well. As we head into your Saturday, we start to see drier conditions, but temperatures will be on the cooler side, dipping down into the 40s. If you are going to be in the mountain counties, you guys are going to be dealing with some upslope snow through much of your Saturday. And that will also be lingering into your Sunday, with highs here in the nation's capital rebounding, getting back into the lower 50s. So keep it here, Mark. We'll have a full check of that forecast coming up.
Hey, Brittany, thank you. Well, residents in the Eckington neighborhood in Northeast D.C. are back in their homes after a barricade situation last night on T Street. Officials say that someone barricaded themselves inside of a home after a domestic situation. Police say that no arrests were made. Montgomery County Public Schools advising employees to be aware of what they post on social media. And they sent out a letter recently to make sure what they share aligns with the school system's values. DC News Now's Michaela Newton tells us what sparked this warning.
Just before winter break, a letter was sent to MCPS staff by the school system's Chief Operating Officer, Brian Hull. He pointed out there has been an increased attention placed on employee social media accounts, and there has been more scrutiny of them. He also said there has been an increase in employees' accounts being reported. In the letter, Hull states, quote, "It's essential to align with our school system's values, uphold professionalism, and preserve your ability to serve the Montgomery County community." Earlier this month, a Muslim teacher at Argyle Middle School was placed on administrative leave after posting a message in support of Palestinians in her email tagline.
Can't help but feel that I'm being ostracized and singled out, especially because I wear a lot of times like something like this where it says our voices will not be silenced, or something that speaks out for social advocacy, just like my other coworkers do as well. So I feel like, I don't know how else to say it, but I just feel singled out, and it just feels really unfair and unjust.
Reporting for DC News Now, I'm Michaela Newton.
Michaela, thank you. The Virginia Department of Health is reporting the first child flu death of the season. The department says the child was between 5 and 12 years old, and health officials are now reminding everyone to get their flu shots. Officials say that just 27% of Virginians are vaccinated.
It is absolutely not too late to get a flu vaccine. We always say as long as flu is spreading, it is worth it to get a flu vaccine. We did see in the Southern Hemisphere during their flu season this year that the flu vaccine was fairly effective in preventing the circulating strains. And unfortunately, CDC did report last week that vaccine uptake in the United States is lower than it was last season.
Health officials say emergency departments and urgent care centers are seeing an increase in people coming in with flu-like symptoms. Meantime, Virginia health officials say that they're seeing an increase in COVID cases. 4 people have reportedly died because of the virus since early December. Doctors say the new strain is more contagious but does not appear to cause more severe illness.
Stay home when you're feeling sick. I know it's really hard to stay home when there's all of these social obligations. Incredibly important to not share viruses instead of what the things we would rather be sharing.
Doctors recommend getting tested if you experience any symptoms, including chills, fevers, and aches. Our Prince William County teacher is facing charges for allegedly assaulting a student at Marshall Elementary School. Officials say that 60-year-old Christine Mitchell was arrested on Wednesday for dragging a 9-year-old girl from one classroom to another. It was reported late last month, and police say the student had minor injuries.